Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Let me adjust things a bit.
You got me running scared for a long, long time. The position I'm in right now. I got the power. You wouldn't want this.
Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna wait for everybody to come in only because I plan on saving this live, so you'll still be able to run it back. But I wanted to try to be on schedule as much as possible. I'm already running like 30 minutes behind. That's okay. We here. We getting ready to activate. Well, as you can see by my title, today we are going to do like a sip and flow activation, right? So we're gonna be using one of my favorite herbs. Hold on one second. I was on mute. Sorry. So hi. So as you can see by the title, I'm gonna make this quick. We are going to do like a okay, I'm back. I'm back. I don't know what happened, y'all. That was a brief intermission. So as you can see by the title of this video, we are going to do a nice little sip and flow activation using one of my favorite herbs as the star of the show, damiana. If you're unfamiliar with damiana leaf, get familiar. Damiana leaf is a very unique herb, right? Damiana, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So this is damiana. Damiana is a Southeast Asian herb, and basically what it does, it promotes creativity. It helps creativity, but most importantly, it helps that seductive, sensual energy that we all feel. It helps for us to rechannel and re-alchemize that energy, and what we can do, we can transmute that into our creativity. So we're gonna be making a nice little damiana tea, and then I'm also gonna be incorporating some lemon balm. Now lemon balm, right? So slept on. This is what lemon balm looks like. That's what lemon balm looks like. Lemon balm is so slept on. I mean, it's so slept on because what it does, it helps to boost your immunity. It helps, it's an antioxidant. It helps with heart health. It helps alleviate muscle pain and aches. Helps with your cognitive function, helps you focus, helps with clarity. It helps with indigestion, excess acid reflux, cramping, bloating. Also can help aid in radiation exposure. So a lot of the people that might have to battle the big C word, incorporating lemon balm into your healing modalities is very, very crucial. It's important. So that's what we're gonna use, and I'm also gonna use soursop because soursop just helps aid in those additional health benefits. So we're gonna be doing a nice little tea, just basically a flow and sit. You can talk to me, y'all. I talk back. Hi, happy birthday, Brax. Thank you. I got this little necklace at a little thrift shop near my house. Thank you so much. And happy birthday. What did you do for your birthday today? And I'm loving Aries energy. Okay, Aries. Happy birthday, and I hope it's been beautiful and wonderful. Where'd you guys eat at? Where y'all go? I'm loving it. I'm glad you enjoyed your birthday. Happy birthday. Everybody tell Brax happy birthday in the chat. In the chat. Okay. That's a great place. Yes. Well, I'm glad you enjoy. Yes, yes, yes. A fancy. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And basically, that's what we're going to tap into. We're going to talk about, like, I know everything feels so rushed nowadays. Like, everything feels rushed. I know you constantly feeling like I'm rushing as the world is revolving. You're trying to keep up with the rat race of everything. This tea, this little flow and sip that we about to do, it's going to help us slow down. It's going to help us recenter ourselves and kind of just slow things down a bit. That's why I love damiana, because damiana helps with that. And I know it's titled seductive, and I don't want the title to be misleading as if it's like sexual. That's not what I'm alluding to. Seductivity to me means, in this case, in my case, is rechanneling that energy that may feel sensual and rechanneling and alchemizing it into our creativity. Okay, so we're I love this. I love this. As you can see, it comes with a strainer already. Love it. One of the best investments ever. So we're gonna add our tea directly to here. So we're gonna do a teaspoon of all of the herbs. So remember, we're including damiana, lemon balm, and soursop to make a nice, and this is a perfect night ending wind down tea to help calm you and soothe you, help you just release everything that you probably went through today. Just release it. Leave it alone. No matter what the day is over with, the end of the day has to end and it's over. So this is our night winder. So we are going to add we'll do a teaspoon of damiana. Then we're going to do a teaspoon of lemon balm. See, I added that directly to there. Put it on. And we're going to hit that and let it go. So, I want to talk more so about, like, the art of actually slowing down. Because it's an art. It's an art. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to talk about the art of slowing down. Because slowing down is actually an art. My phone one day said it's slow down. Let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm playing with the functions out here because I don't usually do that. Okay, that turns the camera off and turn it back on. I'm sorry, I get to playing with stuff. My child, like 9, gets to wondering and exploring. So you can hear my tea steeping in the background. Those of you who are just joining, we got damiana, lemon balm, and soursop. And I just want to talk about the art of like slowing down, right? As I stated before, we always in this rat race. We are all a part of, not unless you've decided you've taken those necessary steps to like get off grid and just like say, I'm done with the matrix. We are all in a rat race. Every day we are trying to keep up with Father Time, whatever that look like, and we're trying to keep up with the hustle and bustle, right? It's imperative that we know when to slow down. It is okay. It is okay to take those breaks. It is okay. It is so okay to rejuvenate. It is so okay to refresh, unwind, rewind. I love the R's. These are my R's. Refresh, rejuvenate, rewind, renew. That's the four R's. And it does not have to look any type of way, however that feels to you. Do it and be okay with it. Damiana, I want to kind of get into like the background a little bit of Damiana. Damiana is often used in different cultures. It's a very sacred herb. It's not to be used. I wouldn't say it should be used daily unless you want to. It's okay, but it's a very sacred herb. What it does, it opens up that heart chakra. You can see the steam. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the steam from um, the tea tincture, whatever. Damiana is used to help us feel more. With me as a feminine energy, it helps to balance that because we all have a balance, both whatever man and woman. We have that balance of masculine and feminine energy, and when we are not what word do I want to use? Fully, I guess you can say fully alchemized, we see those imbalances occur. And I know we see so many gender wars going on right now. Like, I know I'm not the only one. I see so many gender wars. So many. Let me turn this back. The light is horrible. And I'm just getting back from vacation. Oh, yes, there we go. So I am tan and I'm loving it. I am really tan. I got a nice tan. I was on the beach. It's a mix of business and pleasure. Love it, love it, love it. But Damiana helps us to slow down. And we all need that. And we all need to do it without feeling guilty of slowing down. It's okay. It's okay to slow down. It is okay. I'm going to go with my 4 R's again. Reset, rejuvenate, revitalize, and renew, and refresh. That's it. And it's okay to do those things. It's okay. That's why I make it an intent to sip my tea every night. And in the rising, when I wake up, sip my tea, because what that helps me do is to reflect on the day that I had and also release the day that I had. Because once I reflect on the day that I had, it's okay for me to now release that back into the atmosphere. I've experienced the day. I've felt the day. I've all my senses with the day. I've done it. So it's important that I can now release that, give it back. Because once I've reflected on the day in my flow journal, which I have on previous lives, once I reflect and write out my day, it's over. I release it. I reflect on what I need to reflect on, then I release it, right? So damiana is a herb that helps our mind get into that feminine energy. And men, again, we are a balance of feminine and masculine. It is okay. It is okay. Listen to me. It is okay to have a balance of feminine and masculine energy. It's okay. It's all about that balance. It's all about that balance. If you know anything about that scale of Maat, that's the balance. We are all on this journey to get our heart as light as a feather, and it's not easy in this world. I know. Shit is not easy at all. It's not. But that is my goal, is how can I make my heart light as a feather? What can I do to make my heart light as a feather? Because that's going to lead to my ascension and my elevation. And I know we are inundated with the news and the media and everything that's going on. We are inundated with it all. Especially if we're on social media, on the internet, it's coming at us a million miles per hour. We are being inundated with news, trauma, all of that. And it's important that we release that and not internalize any of that. What's important and what we should focus on, and I say we because I'm also in this journey, I don't like I'm speaking to anybody, is doing things that help cultivate, that releasement of all of this, And so one of the ways that I cultivate it is through my herbal remedies. And this is when I came up with this concoction. What this does, it helps my mind, helps my body, helps my mind. Because I'm a big girl. I'm going to get off topic a little bit. If you look at my previous, I've had a drastic weight loss journey. And it's teetering, ups and downs. And it's important that we know that this journey is not linear. It comes with so many ebbs and flows. It comes with so many ups and downs. It's not linear at all. So be easy on yourself. Be easy on you. Be easy on you. And that's why I like to incorporate those herbal remedies, because it helps my mind open up, right? It helps me see things not only with these, but with this, which is one of the reasons why I wear the bendy too, because it symbolizes the pineal gland. And I'll get into the activation of the pineal gland in another live. But right now, we're just going to focus on our damiana and our recipe. If you're just now joining, I've already mixed the teas. They're steeping. Let me set the mood a little bit too. We're going to light our incense. I had somebody ask me on one of my other lives, like, what's my I don't know, people just get to asking stuff to see how they can judge you. If you coming out here to judge, this ain't the place. This is a judgment-free zone right here. This is a judgment-free zone. We're not here to judge. We ain't all uppity. We're not here to point fingers, none of that. This is a space, a safe space of actual healing, real, authentic healing. None of that. But real healing, real authentic healing is what this space is for. So feel free to, whatever you need to leave in the comment section. If you got any questions, go ahead and ask me. It's okay. I'm an open book. I'm not easily offended. I'm open to criticism, whatever the case may be, because I am not easily offended. So throw them at me. Any questions that you have, just feel free to throw them at me. It's fine. I promise. It's okay. So basically, it's okay. It's okay. And I know I hear so much about, ladies, I hear so many saying, I'm trading 350 ml care for La Grande, no eggs, or just one. What you talking about, Bo? Huh? What you talking about, Bo? You trading who? 350 mil catapult for La Grande. Now my eggs are just one. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Bo, I need to know what you're talking about. You gotta enlighten me a little bit, Bo. Because I've been reading that sentence for trading 350 catapult for La Grande. And now my eggs are just 1 cent plumly. 780. What? Come back to me, Bo, so I know what you're talking about. So I don't know what we're talking about right now. But I love you. Sending love to you. But thank you, Emma Bear. Thank you. I'm sure you're just as gorgeous, mother. I'm sure you're just as gorgeous, but thank you. So we got our tea steeping. Look, I am in awe of this little like tea thing. I love it so much. Like I love this so much. Like, so we're gonna let that steep for about 10 minutes. Then once it steeps, we're gonna add a little bit of our black seed oil before we go to bed. Because black seed oil helps with your dreams, your cognitive, everything. So I love black seed oil. I love it so much. Let me get my my teacup for my tea. I don't know if y'all see my sound bowl in the background. I do a little sound healing now every now and then. I won't do too much. It's a little late. I'm just we just gonna open up those chakras right before I sip the tea. But yeah, I love damiana. And I was gonna say, I'm talking about soft girl energy, right? Because I see so many people, especially my ladies, saying, I'm looking for a man to put me in my soft girl era. You don't have to find a man to put you in your soft girl era. You can do that yourself. You can do it yourself. All about implementing, being intentional with our practices. I know I feel hard when I'm in survival mode. And usually when I'm in survival mode, it's because I'm not intentional with my practices. I'm feeling drained. I'm feeling sensitive, like super sensitive, like drained. I'm feeling anxious, frantic, all of that. That to me hardens the energy, right? It hardens your shell because you're constantly looking for ways to get out of that energy. So that puts you into survival mode because now we are not being intentional about our practices to help ease our mind. So I know with me, when I sip my tea and when I'm more intentional about how I'm eating, if I'm working out, making sure my mind and my body is in constant intentional movement, it helps soften me. So you don't need an outside source to put you in your soft girl energy. You don't need it. Anybody, that's not even about, you don't need an outside source to soften you. And not soften to the point where you're just super fragile, like you've got gullible, naive, none of that. When I say soft, I mean you are sitting in your energy. You're able to fully sit in your feminine energy. You're sitting in it, you're feeling it, you're one with it. That to me is soft girl. It has nothing to do with materialism. Because what happens is when we're in that energy, the abundance comes. The abundance comes. Once you're in our energy, the abundance is going to come. You're going to open up those doors of abundance. And remember, everything I'm talking about is not mine. I know we're in a system where everything is transactional. And I get that. But this is not really transactional in the sense of an outside source. This is transaction within you. The more that we make those outside transactions, don't forget to make those transactions within yourself too. You are going to be the biggest investment that you can ever make. We are our biggest investments. And I don't say that in a selfish way or in a cold way or any of that, but we are. We are our biggest investment. And the more that we're intentional about investing in ourselves, the more it opens up the world to other things that we can invest into that are outside of ourselves. But we are always going to be our biggest investment. So we have to make sure that we are intentional about, you know, how we're treating ourselves. Me, I know I have to treat myself better, especially my body. Because what happens is when I treat my body better, my mind is more clear. Everything works in one symbiotic flow. It's all harmonious. Everything is harmonious. And I don't say that in a cliche way, but it's all harmony. Everything is harmonious. Everything. Everything. Everything works in harmony. And when we are out of sync, we're kind of interrupting that flow of harmony. We're kind of interrupting that symbiotic flow because now we can't, our vibrations aren't leading to the upliftment of this planet. So when we deplete ourselves, guess what? We don't have anything to give. We don't have anything to give. So when we deplete ourselves and we run ourselves dry, how can we be how can we help with the upliftment of this planet when we're totally depleted? You know? So just me getting back to those intentions and those things that can help cultivate me so that I can be, you know, walking my purpose and my passion, do what I need to do, what I was sent here for, my mission. But at all, the first mission, the most important mission that you have here is the mission with yourself. That's it. The most important mission here is the one with ourselves. And if we fail that mission with ourselves, right? If we fail that mission with ourselves, shit get ugly, don't it? It get ugly. So we want to make sure that we are intentional about making sure the mission that we have with ourselves is a good one. A good one. And that's why I love my damiana. Because my damiana, now I don't know about y'all, but I like looking, I like getting myself dressed up, right? And not in a way that's vain or a vanity sense, but I just like it. It helps me feel good. It helps me present myself to the world a little bit better. I show up better. So, damiana is one of my favorite teas that helps me feel that sensuality, that seductivity, not sexual. Don't get it misconstrued, because there's a vast difference, honestly, in sexual and sensual. You got sexual, then you got sensual. You know, there's a difference. They're not to be misconstrued. There's a difference between sexual and sensual. To me, sensual is femininity. I honestly, if I could have one word, right, that describes sensuality, it would be femininity. It would be femininity. And when I tell you that you can alchemize that sensual, seductive energy into your creativity, because what happens, that sensual energy sits right here in your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is right in your womb, right? That is where the sensual, seductive, and even the sexual energy stems from. Is right in our womb. That's why when you have someone who may have went through trauma, you know, sexual trauma, a lot of times that pain, it sits in the womb. It builds up in the womb, and it causes stress in the womb. It causes hurt in the womb. It causes a lot in the womb. So that energy, it starts in the womb first. And our goal is to not let that energy just stay there and remain stagnant, but to lift it up. Don't bring it down, but lift it up. Because if we take that sensual energy and we allow for it to go down into our lower nature, that's when it becomes sexual, right? And then that's when it gets trapped in lower nature. So now we are only leading with our sexual energy, right? And we know how that can get. We know how that can get. So what you want to do is take that energy, right? That starts in the womb, and you want to lift it up. And as you lift it up, it's going to come into your crown chakra. And this, we know this is the mind. All of this, that's where creativity is born. That is where your ideas are born. That is where your ideas are birthed. That is where that creativity is harnessed. So taking that sensual energy, allowing for it to flow upwards, upward flow. That's why I love damiana. Because what damiana does is it helps us channel that energy. It helps us be okay with it, because you don't have to be ashamed of your sensual energy or your seductive energy. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's natural, you know? So you don't want to be ashamed of that energy, but you don't want to misuse it either. And I think that's where that line kind of gets blurred, is the misusing of the energy. So that's when it stops being seductive and it becomes sexual. So I'm going to set my damiana. I didn't realize I've been on here 30 minutes. I wanted to keep it brief tonight. So I'm going to go in with my honey. I wanted to keep it brief tonight. Didn't want to get too long-winded or anything of that nature, because I know it's late. But yes, but I thank you all. I thank you all for joining me. It's been a vibe like always. I'm gonna be going live. I don't know. I don't got no time. When spirit leads me to go live, I go live. So I thank y'all for joining me. Of course, per usual, it's been a pleasure. You are a lovely. And I thank you for your interaction. And I'll see you soon. My love.